Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money, Sunday, the 21st of May. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. YouTube channels. Picks and parlays, one free picks, even the Sean Higgs page. We got Facebook groups. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, come on, give me a follow. And if you're on a podcast, if you're listening in the podcast form, the Midday Money shows on all your favorite podcast locations. iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, Amazon Music, the whole kit and caboodle. That's it. I'm famous. More like infamous. Anyway, where are we at? We'll put the picks up in the chat. Twittering up. Our RBI props are posted. Our sides and totals are posted. And just like that, we are underway for a Sunday. Let's hit the little recap of yesterday's action. 3 and 2 in a video, which brings us to 94 and 109 minus 470. We're plus 110 yesterday. Premiums go 5 and 5. We lost $1. That's what happens when you take plus money stuff. You lose $1. 173, 177 plus 499 on the year. NBA, there was a no play yesterday in the NBA. 64 and 61 minus 70 in the video. On the ice, we did cash the under there. So 46 to 39 minus 248 in the video. And for all intents and purposes, for the season, hockey 64 and 78 on the sites minus 279. NBA is 30 and 29 plus a 195. So there is that. Let's get to the 2-2. 2-2. Today's action. Nothing's changed since the look headlines last night. NBA, the Heat, we've had this up for a couple days, plus 3. Vegas on the ice, minus 1.25. And in Major League Baseball, Pirates under the 8.5, Cubbies with steal, Stros under 8.5, Padres over the 9. Couldn't get there last night, Padres over. Back again. We're back at it on that Padre over. Let's see what's going on in the comments section. I did mention, so yes, I was like, let me run out here. I got to take my big guy for an ER because his hands have bothered him for like 2 weeks. It's broken metacarpal in his hand. I played a football game last night. It's a center, broken hand for 2 weeks. Tough kid. Michael A, I should say. Another disappointing performance by the Joker. Screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me. I'm out on the Joker. I thought it would be an all right play because I thought it would be an under kind of game last night. I thought it would be low scoring, ugliness. Somebody had all the rebound props. I was like, sure, I think it's going to be an under. I get it. But yeah, it's the 27-28s, it looks like you think he'd go for 30, but he's like a 25, 17, 11. It looks good, but it did not get there. Michael A again. Hopping on the Cubbies team total over 4 against Taiwan Walker. I don't hate it. I mean, I like Steele. I had him. Obviously, he lost his last start this week, but I'll come back on him. He's been pitching well all year. And against Taiwan Walker, hasn't been all that great this season. The other guy has been pretty darn good. It's all me. So you see in the comment section, we have, whether on Facebook, YouTube, the picks are posted there as well. So if you come after the fact, I do post the times on the podcast forums, but if you come in after the fact, you see the comments in the chat. I put the chat on live. So Michael B, good morning. Nick's coming in. Hit the like button. Appreciate it, Nick. Happy Sunday. Miz says, hit the trifecta. Preakness. Better off betting animals than people. Good for you, Miz. I'm not a horse. I don't know anything about horses. Let It Ride's about it. That's it. You like the odds on lightning? I could do Let It Ride. And what's the other one? What was that Bobcat Goldthwait movie? The Talking Horse Bob or whatever. What's his name? What was that crazy movie? I think John Candy had a horse movie too. Anyway, Michael B went 6-1 in UFC, but 1-1 in baseball. Got killed in the NBA. Didn't expect the Lakers to fold. Now, you're down 0-2 at home. Yeah, you kind of like the Lakers there, right? You come back, big performance. But listen, I thought Denver's going to win the series. Still think they'll win the series. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see our guy T Money in here. T Money was all over the Suns and the Lakers. Lakers, Suns, Lakers. But Denver's got a lot to prove. Playing with that little chip on their shoulder. Angry. You're up 3-0. It's you want to say kill them here on the road, get it done, but let's be honest. Might be a gentleman's sweep. Go back to Denver. Yes, I had the Cards. Nick is Nick. Cards, Mariners, Yanks over. Winner, winner. I had the Cards over. I had Mariners myself. Yankee over got there. Money line on the O's. Nice doggy there. We said that with Rodriguez. I know I haven't pitched well. I'm kicking myself for not taking the over in that matchup because I did. The O's had been something. So I'm like, you know what? I had a lot of run lines yesterday. White Sox, Toronto, San Fran, Pitt, losers. Those all lost. My sides, Seattle won, and that Oriole line. I was just a little hesitant with Rodriguez. Should have just went over. Although Manoah has not pitched well. The Nats. Again, I like the Nats again today. Twinkies. That Twinkie bunch. I still don't know. Remember at the beginning of the season, I said this lineup is quietly pretty good, and if the pitching comes around, we have Lopez, Gray's always good for about half a year solid. We like Molly. I mean, Joe Ryan, youngster. It's not terrible. The Twins. Under on the ice, got it with you. Under NBA. Good day yesterday for you, Dick. Nice winning card. Like I said, took the Mariners first 5 today with Kirby on the hill. I don't hate Kirby versus Schuster. Schuster hasn't been well. It's just that I had Seattle yesterday. Are they going to be able to come in and shut down the Braves again today? I don't hate it. Kirby's good. Giants Marlins under the 8. Yeah. I'm not going to fight you on that. The Marlins offense to me is weak. The Giants offense. I know you like your Conforto, and you know how I feel about Luzardo. So I don't hate the under 8. And it's Wood. He's again a couple starts, but sharp. They do turn these guys around. Misses Washington run line. He's going for the big payday. Big payday with Josiah Gray. I don't hate it. Minnesota under the 8. Where is this mini matchup? I disagree. I'm on the over. Otani's going to give up some runs. As much as I like Pablo Lopez, he's going to give up a couple runs too. I like the over. Give me the over 8. Padres over 9 again. Yeah, Kluber's on the hill. Sure. Oh, of course I did not do the props. I'm going to have to get to the props in a minute now. Speaking of the Padres. Houston over 8.5. Don't like that. Give me the under in that game. I don't think they're going to be able to hit Framber. And I don't think Houston's going to score 9 runs. And the KC over, it's Lance Lynn. I'm going to say okay to that. Let me do some props real fast. I forgot to do the player props. I always forget to do the player props. Let's now get back to Lex in here in the comments. So props. Forgot the props, so we'll do the props. I feel bad when I forget to do the props right after the thing, but it happens. 164, 286 minus 490. Winning day in the props yesterday. 13 and 16 plus 445. A lot of props. Again, go heavy on these props. I'm putting $200 on each of these things. 15, 20, 25 bucks, 10 bucks. Depends on the sheer amount I put out. So today, Houston, Tucker, Pena, Jolks. Yeah, I think Houston's going to score. Are they going to score 9 runs for us to go over that total? I don't think so. But give me Tucker plus 140, Pena 175, Jolks at 210, and a Chance McCormick at 2.25. I think there'll be guys on base as we get down the line. And the bottom of the order, strikes, good paydays here. Texas, did not have any Texas yesterday because I was a little hesitant. It's really didn't pitch well. I'm like, you know what? I can see this give me like a 5-1 game. Turn into be a slugfest. But I'm back on Texas guys again today. And these are the usual suspects. Lau, 160. Garcia, 135. Young, 165. Heim, 160. And Colorado, I actually threw two Colorado guys in here because I think Katie will give up some hits. And I got the 3-4 guys here. Chris Bryant, 180. And Diaz, plus 190. I'll take shots here at big paydays, middle of the lineup guys, versus a starter who, he might have a good outing. He might get shelled. So give me those big plussies. And Boston, again, we had some of these guys yesterday. Devers 140, Yoshida's at 260. Is that a joke? What is BetMGM doing? Duran plus $2, Soto for the Padres plus 150, Bogarts 195, and a Cronenworth 220. So Soto's, I I like him down the lineup. Same with Bogey. They were batting these guys like 1-2 before. Get them in and bat them down in the lineup 3-4. I like it. Cronenworth again, a little further down, and it's Kluber. I mean, you could take anybody in this lineup against Kluber to score ribbies. You could do all 9 guys. I think you get 4 of them, 5 of them will have RBIs, and they'll all be plus money. Kluber, what a joke. All right, let's get back to where's Lex? Lexi. There we go. Keep it classy. You know how we roll, Lex. Tim is not here today. Tim's been away for a bit. Maurice, like the Cubbies' first 5 with Steele. I don't hate it. Baltimore run line. I mean, Gausman is a guy who does not cover run lines. We've talked about him for 2 years, well, a year and a half with his run line failures. So I don't hate that. And I didn't do a look-see yesterday, but I'm guessing from the Friday night when I mentioned, King D says, hey, look at these run lines, reverse run lines. Because usually I'm like, oh, I don't want reverse run lines. They're all, minus numbers 160, 150, 150, 160, couple 105s. It was 9 and 6 plus 115. And I say it all the time, whether I'm doing baseball and grinding out little profits like that, it adds up. It adds up. So Baltimore there, I don't hate it. Natty's team total over against Joey Wentz. Sure, they hit lefties. Let's do it. Yes, they do. They hit lefties well. And it's, I think I said this the other day. I think they're a top 5 team versus lefties, if I believe. Number 3 versus lefties in average. 292, in case you were keeping track at home. Lex says, Miss ED. Miss ED. Mr. What? What's happening here, Lex? Astros. Michael Lake, talk about Astros run line. No. I'm not laying 160 on a run line. Not happening. Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. I like the under. Next is today. I'm on the money line Mariners. I like it with Kirby. Cubbies with Steele. I don't hate it. Just played on the Yanks. Over. I just played on the Yankees. Sevy. I'd probably be on the over here, but again, I'm not interested in the Yanks. I don't like guys off the injured list. No, thank you. Over Padres again. Yes, Kluber. Let's do it. It's Waka, absolutely. Under in the Diamondbacks, Angels, and Dodgers. All 3 of those unders. So I could see the Dodgers Cardinals because it's Kershaw and Flannery's been bad, but he's just been I think the walks have been hurting him. Angels I don't like. I like the over. Otani's been hit a little bit. I think he's going to give up some runs here. He gives up some homers. So I'm not loving that under in the Angel game. And the D-backs of Merrill Kelly, I don't hate it. I like the under myself. I think I got out of here right in the chat. I said to take the under against Pittsburgh. Nick says also on the Stros money line. Stros money line, really. Wow, going out with a 350 faves. Like a Stros minus 350. Oh man, Lex Steele. My friend took Michael Porter double for 250 and made 1240. Nice one, Michael Porter double. Big payday. Good for him, Lex. I should say Dr. Doolittle, not taking a horse, but talking. Was that Mr. Ed was the horse? No, it wasn't Mr. Ed the horse. Was that the John Candy? Gaspin run line. No Gaspin run lines. He's terrible on the run lines. Sox money line yesterday. Again, nice one with Sale getting it done against Musgrove. I thought we'd have runs in that game between the two. I thought we'd have some more runs. Maurice hit the over 213.5. Yeah, I had a two. I did the video, it was a 215.5. I think, for that Heat, the prior game. Heat over. Mark hasn't changed the total. Boston doesn't defend. I'm 5-0 in the series, going for 7-0. Listen, the Heat. This is just like the Laker game. Everybody's gonna keep betting the Celtics. Like the Celtics and Lakers are going to the finals. I know one's down 3-0, one's down 2-0. Jesse Shule in the house, Joker to win Finals MVP 225. Nuggets are 31, faith to win the series. If there's ever a time to bet a minus 225, this is it. I mean, he'll get it, right? I mean, I don't know the exact playoff numbers of each Nugget guy this series. Like, I don't have their series stats, you know. How about maybe Murray? What's Murray as a prop? You know, 30 in all 3 games. I know Joker's going to get a lot of the love, but I don't know. I wouldn't discount. Are they just going to give it to Joker based on? Well, he should have got the regular season MVP. Let's give it to him here. Huge first game, big second game. Yesterday's game was pedestrian by his standards. 24, 6 and 8. I don't know. I might just look at a Murray. What are the Murray odds? Someone pull up the. Could someone do that in the chat? Find those Murray odds. Michael, NBA, I have no idea if I'm going Heat. It's money line. I want to find a way for some plus money. That's what we do. Plus dollar daddies. Celtics first half. Heat full game prop is plus 1100. I kind of think Celtics take the first half and then Heat win the game. I don't know if the Celtics win the first half. I know that trend's been fine and playable, but I look towards how teams are playing and stuff like that, and it is just a I don't know. You like the body language and everything from the Celtics right now to come out and be strong in Miami on the road. You know me, I'm not going to play it just to say, well, they're down 0-2, they got to come out strong. I don't know. They were 8 and 9 point faves, and they're losing at home. I don't see a strong performance here. Maurice, I might do St. Louis plus 125 with a shot against a lefty. They lit up the other guy for like 10 runs. Well, the other guy is not Clayton Kershaw. Now, are the Cardinals hitting right now? Absolutely. Am I going to say it's not worth your shot? No, I understand. For me, Flannery's been walking a little too much. I'm not interested in. Although I see talk of like it's time to buy some St. Louis futures. I'm not really buying that because of the offense is there. I'm still leery of their pitchers. I'm still leery of this pitching staff. I mean, Urias and Kershaw. And let's remember, Urias on the road, the stats break down. He's going to give up some runs on the road. And that spot for the Dodgers is a bad spot. They played the day before. They played 2 like late 2 to 3 games against the Twins were like decided late. It's a bad spot. St. Louis was sitting waiting for him. Yeah, Urias gets lit up. I think we said to take that over in the chat here, and we said not to take Urias in that game. This is adding Seattle and the over. Braves bullpen used up yesterday. Yeah, and then Schuster hasn't pitched that well. I don't hate it. I like Kirby. I'd probably lean over. And again, I like Seattle. I do. It's just tough holding down a good lineup like Atlanta's. And Seattle, for me, I'm still waiting for them to really get a nice little run going before I start jumping in on them. I mean, it's a team I like a lot, but how have they been of late? I mean, they just broke a 3-game losing streak. It's not, and then we could go back. They're 2-4 the last 6. I don't hate it though. Locking in with the King. Not too bad. I'm doing well. Ready to close out the week a winner. Next is Rose can't hit. They basically can't score on not. Their their young guys have not hit anything. Witt, Melendez. I mean, Sally Perez is an old vet. Who's the Vinny P, big first baseman. Scott Cobe. Welcome, Scott. I think this is the first time I've seen you mention. Jesse, I would lean on Joel Murray for Western Conference. I just said, I was like, yes. 225. I do not know what the odds are, Scott, but that is where I would look as well. Are you on Stroh's props for rubies? Yes, we have the two Strohs. Who do we got on Strohs? Tucker 140, Pena 175, Jokes 210, and McCormick 225. So I do have some A's, well, A's Houston props. Yeah, Houston Astro RBI props, yes. But again, are they going to score 9 runs? They're not really hitting right now. They will hit, but nothing lately. I mean, let's look at the series here. Chris, I'll get to you in 1 second, buddy. My Pine Bluff buddy. I just want to talk about the Astros offense because I've had them the run line the last couple of games and they have not covered it. 3-2, 5-1, 5-3. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. 3-2, 5-1, 7-6, 7-3, 6-4, 4-3. I mean, they're putting up runs, but not gaggle of runs. I mean, the 7-6 game was with France on the hill versus Smiley. Last time Framber was out, what did he do? 6-4 versus Talion. I don't know. I still don't think. I mean, I bet the under 8.5. So there we go. Pine Bluff guy. What do you say, Chris? Good to see you. Anthony Bandit pays in and comes to set every day. Thank you, Austin Reeves. Over 2.5 threes plus 130. He takes the shots. He's been taking them. So when I mentioned it the other day, I'm like, how the heck is this guy plus money on threes? He's taking 9 threes a game. And he's hitting them. So he took 5 yesterday, 3 for 5. I mean, the guy's hitting the threes when he takes them. Zero value. Exactly. It's a 160 run line. And someone, I mean, listen, I joke when people say easy money, come in late the 350. I can't tell you. I can't tell you to come in here and lay like 180s. I just feel that's just wrong. I don't know. And anybody can wake up and see a big favor and say, let's take that. And for me to say to take that, I just can't do that. I'm taking a run line. I'd rather lose a run line at a 135, 140. If I lose, I lose. That's fine. I've lost. I've lost more than people ever win. I lose games. You lose. If you're gonna bet, you're gonna lose. 350. Tim Rowe, my guy. Murray is him. He what is this? Anyone crazy enough to grab A's my line 106? No. What are you talking about, Tim? Tim, I need a Murray MVP. What are the Murray MVP odds? I can't take that. I can't take it. James Caprillion on Hill. Michael B. I'm going to take 175 with the O's. You know that Jays have lost 10 straight versus favorites against the American League. I mean, we talked about the series to start, and I've talked about the American League. Every team is over 500. They're all pretty good. They're going to kind of split out against everybody. We've seen that. We've seen that when teams play at home, teams win, teams lose. You know, they're now, did I thought Baltimore would win yesterday with Rodriguez the way he's been pitching? Not particularly, but it was a wild one. Manoah has definitely not lived up to, well, not lived up to his hype. He lived up to it last year. And he's off to a slow start. It's we're closing in the end of the month of May here, 2 months in. Gausman, I mean, a $2 fave. What? No way, no way. The Blue Jays could lose. I'm with you on Baltimore. Go for it. Lex says, yeah, Mr. was the talking horse. person that hit the Preakness name was Miz. I was making a stupid joke. All right. I didn't know. I don't watch the Preakness. Well, I know Mr. Ed was a TV show talking horse. I'm just trying to think I thought there was a Bobcat Goldthwait where the horse, I think John Candy was the voice of the horse in a Bobcat Goldthwait movie. And he was like a stockbroker. All right, people are probably like, how? It's from the 80s. Of course I'm going to remember this nonsense. Jesse says, Joker already got set up for regular season MVP. They're going to give it to Murray. Joker average triple-double in the series. Yeah, but I listen. I think the Murray is a little more plus 160. I don't know why. Why? What did you? If Murray again has a better game than Joker last game, and he's gone for 30 in every game, and he's a deciding factor, I think they could give it to him. Maybe they're setting up for a Joker conspiracy Joker championship. MVP. I don't. I just Jess. I'm not laying 225. Give me the 160. Give me the 160. Nikki, no Stros under. No Astros under, not money line. Or no Astros under. You like the Astros under, not the money line. I'm guessing. I don't mind first 1.5 at 105 with the A's. That I wouldn't hate that one because, as I mentioned, the Houston team. Yeah, I got some Ruby props. They're not scoring like 14 runs a game, right? I mean, Breggy's still not hitting. Altuve's just getting back off the injured list. Is Abreu still homerless? Is he still homerless? What a contract! Oh my goodness, that doesn't look good right now. Next is the Red Sox should have been over. Didn't score a run after 6. Yeah, I thought I was sitting pretty in there. Well, not that I was counting my chickens before they hatch. I was watching a little Air on Prime. Did anybody watch the Jordan documentary on Nike? All 80s music. It was fabulous. I thought it was pretty decent. Pounded Sports Anthony, what do we got here? Bam over 18.5, over 32 points, rebounds, assists. Butler under 28 points. Jalen Johnson over 3.5 threes plus 130. All right, I'm going to take it. I didn't dig into any of these props today. So we'll see how we do. Lexus, how the Cubs dogs? Walker's pretty bad. Yeah, but the Cubs have been a little bad themselves. They dropped 7-10. They're not pitching well. The Cubs have gone over in 10 straight, by the way. So that tells you all you need to know about them. They're giving up hits. They're giving up runs. The bullpen. They're hitting themselves. It's a cluster of disaster. Hot to Trot was the talking horse. Don the talking horse. John Candy, right? Was John Candy the thing? Tommy. Tim Rose got can't find Finals MVP on my book. All right, well, we'll have that next series. We'll have those up for that. I mean, obviously, Joker's going to be the odds-on favorite to win the Finals MVP. But I just say I don't lay 225. Murray's had a couple great games, and if he's going to come out on fire in Game 4, and the guy has 27 points at the half, he's going to be the MVP of the Finals of the Western Conference Finals. Rockies Rangers over is my favorite play, and yesterday it was always Rangers run a half. Again with the Rangers, I like the Rangers. And you know this because I was like, hey, don't sleep. Okay, DeGrom's going to get hurt. He'll pitch 25 games, but you got Evaldi. Not that Haney's great, but Gray, Perez, Dunning's a kid I like. He was great in the bullpen. He's starting. He's showing what he was he's a first round. I talked about him. He was in a big trade from the White Sox to I almost call them the Expos, the Nationals, and then from the Sox to Texas. He's pitching well. Again, Andrew Haney, whatever. I think we'll see some runs, although I think Colorado is going to give up some runs to Seabold as well. So I don't hate that 9. I got what? I didn't have a Duran prop. I was looking for a Duran Ribby prop. I didn't have it to start to, when the show started. If there's a Duran prop, Ribby prop, anybody got points on numbers on Duran? Because I got Lau, Garcia, Young, and Heim. I take a Duran. If I could have found it, it would have been in the chat. Tommy, going with the Rangers. I don't hate taking the Rangers here, but again, I can't moneyline big numbers like this. I just don't do that. I mean, what do we got here for this game? 230? I can't lay 230. Scott with Yanks without Judge and lineup are awful. So no Judge today? Is that official? Judge is out against Hunter Green. I like Hunter Green. Strikeout machine, Hunter Green. How about an over 5.5? What's his case? 5.5? Hunter Green strikeouts. We got a strikeout prop on that cat. Is everyone giving the title to the Heat? I did take the Nuggets 350 to win. I don't know if they're gonna. I think it's gonna be a good battle, Heat and Miami. And I think that the Heat and Miami. Hello, Heat and the Nuggets. I think Denver pulls it out over Miami. I think it'll be a 6-game series. Heat are good enough not to get swept. There is. We talked about the Heat the last couple of years. This is not some fluke team. But I mean, The disrespect, it's a joke. All right, granted, playing the Bucks, it'll be a tough series. Maybe they lose in 6. Whatever. No shame in losing to Giannis and the Bucks. But the Bucks weren't healthy, and they got ran out of the building. And then these Knicks fans, oh, look at this, the Knicks. The Knicks are crap. The Knicks are a bad team. Miami made short work of them. And it's like, here comes the Celtics. Look at us, we're the little leprechauns. Hee 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 hee. What are you talking about? Have you seen Miami the last couple of years? I'll talk about the coaching all day long. Miami. Fabulous. Sorry, giving the title to the Nuggets. Oh, I don't know if you give to. I think that they'll win in 6 against Miami. I mean, I like Miami. I'm gonna have Miami in the points in these games. Absolutely. Chris Tatum, thoughts on Colorado, Texas? Texas plus $2, or Rockies plus 2. I can't. No. How did they take the no? Texas run line, but I think that's a juicy run line. What's that run line? Actually, no. I think it was only a 105. Yesterday it was a 105. That's what I got here. I got actually a plus 101 yesterday on one of the sites. I can't lay 230, Chris. Not happening. Scott, Cubs first 5 with Steele is pretty good. Phillies are bottom 3 against lefties. I had Steele against the Stros. He loses 6-4. He did not look good. I'll come back with him today as a dog. The guy's a good pitcher. The problem is that the Cubs are playing like crap lately. 10 straight overs for them. Enough said. That is poor pitching, and your hitting is doing a little bit of work, but not enough. The Moose, Sean, the voice was John Candy. Yeah, John Candy was Don, right? Don, the talking horse, the stockbroker horse. Judge is out. 5.5 Ks over the total. Hunter Green, strikeout machine. That is my new guy. Hunter Green, your lost son from another one. Yes, he's Hunter Green. It's my love child. Dude, I like that kid. I had him last year opening day versus the Braves. Again, Panic. That goes into, Anth. Me and Anthony are friends, for those of you who don't know. And we talk our phone stuff. He's a young guy. We know like the young guys, right? We know the prospects from like doing like baseball cards, seeing who's rookies and just following teams to kind of know who the young guys are supposed to be. Like he's just might take him a bit, man. I like him. Although with the strikeouts, I don't know how much is he's just a strikeout pitcher, or today's baseball. It's like, oh, who cares if I strike out 180 times? Chris wants to take the Rockies plus $2. Chris, you can. I'm not. Yankee game started. Reds are up. Reds up 1-0. Green. It's 5 Ks. Or come get out of here. It's 5 Ks already. You're kidding me. This game. Oh, it's a 11:30 game. Oh my goodness. I'm pulling up on MLB.com. Hunter Green 5 Ks. I mean, what the guys, the Yanks, and I'm a Yankee guy. As much as I'm trying to get into the Stros being down here, I'm a Yankee through and through. This team, how about they got rid of Hicks? They DFA'd Hicks. Unbelievable. I wonder when they're gonna get rid of Josh Donaldson. And they bring in this guy Allen. Like, you already got Calhoun, Jake Bowers. Like, why are you bringing another? Let Peraza play the outfield. Like, bring up. How about Florial? Let some. What is the difference between some 22, 23-year-old? If you think he's good, let him play. Like, let him play. Why are we going with the retread system here? I do not get it. You can't bet Seabold. He shouldn't be in the majors. I can't bet Seabold. It's Texas run line or nothing. The Moose, I misunderstood. No, you misunderstood. Texas and the Nats, a parlay for 118. I would never lay that. Okay. All right. Plus 118 odds. The Natties and the Rangers. I don't hate it. Desmond's in the house. He's home, having coffee, smiling, and enjoying us being here. Des, what are you doing? Why are you home? I thought that should be a casino. You're usually out on the strip there. Come on. Get out and about. Don the talking horse. I got to look for Hot to Trot. I'm looking up now. I'm going over to Google. Hot to Trot, 1988. Yes, John Candy. Don, as Don the voice. Bobcat Goldthwait. Dabney Coleman, Virginia Madsen. She was pretty hot back in the day. Oh, man. Gilbert Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey. Don the horse. Stockbroker horse. Oh, man. They made some horrendous movies in the 80s, but boy, were they funny. Heat and the over easy. Oh, Carl. Carl, you can't come in here and say easy money. Carl, easy. Heat and over. Listen, I like the Heat. I'm with you on the Heat. I got the Heat. But you can't you can't jinx it like that for us. Anthony says, how can I pass up the Knights minus 1.5, 225? I like Vegas. I just laid the 125 because in a desperate game, maybe I lose that late, my puck line. So I'll take the 125 here. I'll lay it. Heavy number for me, laying a minus 125. Scott says, go to the sportsbook this week. Going to put into futures. Got Kopka 46-1 before the PGA started. Now, 46-1 to me sounds good, Scott. I'm not a golf guy. I don't know much about golf. I mini golf. I go down to Chadwick Golf, Jersey Shore. That's where I went my whole life. Chadwick Golf. I love mini golf. Little windmill. Go through that little loop to whirl. You hit up to the farmhouse, and if you hit it the wrong way, it's going to come out the sides. It's still 3 parts. It's very difficult. Regular golf, do not know. What book you going to? Where are you in? What states you in, Scott? Let us know where you're at. Green over 5.5 Ks. Yeah, it is easy. I thought it was easy. I didn't know the game had already started. But the Yanks strike out left and right. They are a strikeout team. That's what they do. They don't ground out. They just strike out. And it's a joke to keep posting this guy at 5.5. Michael, Vegas line is falling. I'm seeing 115. Well, because you have a team down. That's what that's about. I mean, everybody's going to come in and be like, no way, Dallas loses again. Heading to the win in Massachusetts. All right. Well, Boston guy. I got to say, Scott, I am not high on the Patriots this year. I don't know. Possible last place team. How about that? Barely edging out the Jets for the bottom of that. That's a freaking great cast. That movie had Let It Hot to Trot. But again, my favorite horse movie's got to be Let It Ride. Let It Ride is fabulous. I could watch out Richard Travis all day long. Anyway, all right. What else? What else is in the news here today? Let's see, Scott. I'm not either. Under the wins is where I'm going. I agree under the win total. I think that division is wide open. I'm not sold on the Jets with Rodgers. I think he's whatever. Miami's a tough spot. They got a quarterback with a head problem where he gets hurt. Joey Bosa can knock him out the first game of the year. And everybody loves the Bills and Allen. Like, oh, it's the Bills. It's Josh Allen. You saw that guy take a step back last year, and you saw Daniel Jones jump across the Grand Canyon with his coach. So I cannot – that is a big thing for me. Michael, you have a good one as well. Tommy Tamoose. I know what Sean's going to be watching. What am I going to watch? What am I watching? I don't know. I'm going to maybe a little They Live. I already put division winner on Miami. I don't hate that one. I really don't. As much as I'm a little leery of Tua getting his bell rung, that would be a nice little future right there. Tamoose laughing at me. Yeah, this afternoon. I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. An old 80s flick. Who knows? 97 days until college football, Maurice chimes out. When is the Hall of Fame game now? That's less. That's got to be 2 months away. It's the first week of August. August 3rd, August 5th, one of those days. Tim Ross says, I love the baseball cards. There's so many pictures I like back in green, Kelly, Steele, Gray, Josiah Gray. Other than that, is it? Yeah. Not Sonny, not a Sonny Gray backer. Kirby, Kramer, Lopez, Luzardo. All good young pitchers. These are the days, though, where sometimes I get hurt when I'm rolling in all the guys I like, and you have good outings. They lose 4-3. Corey Jones checking in. All right. There's the rest of the. Let me put the regular plays up here. Pirates under 8.5. Cubbies with Steele. Stroh's under 8.5. Padres over 9. Kluber and Waka over. Vegas minus the 125 and Heat plus the 3. And that is it for me on a Sunday. We'll do some look headlines tonight and talk about who's going to be in Vegas in August for Bet Bash. Anybody going out? Or anybody just going to take a trip? I'll be there. Look headlines tonight.